I think this is what Rajopolis refers to as thicken season. I got plenty of thick, as you all know, but I could use some help to warm me up a little bit in this frigid temperature. By the time you see this video, it will be even more frigid. So let's step into the paradox and see what Paraboloid has to offer. My final offering from my Tavour promotional crate. They gave me all cans, but threw in a nice little bottle from Firestone Walker as a cherry on top. So say ale yeah to that, and I'll show you to get some merch from Inspired Alike as well. Everything's on. Welcome into the Upstate Studio, back into the Upstate Studio and into some more friendly and warm confines. I am definitely of the opinion of the Brian the Beer Snobs and the Shane's Craft Beer Reviews and the Blue Ices of the world where cold don't work for me. But we are going to warm up with some help from Firestone Walker. It is a Russian Imperial Stout at 13% on Untapped. We'll check the label in a moment. And I got it from Tavour. So we'll go over the business details first. If you want to check out that from Tavour or anything else they offer, head on down to the description below. Click the link, and that'll take you, and it'll download the app. Everything must be done through the app. And you can, after you order $25 or more through the Tavour app, you can use the code NUTMEG10. That is NUTMEG10. One more time, NUTMEG10. And you'll get $10 off your next crate. So, other business, if you say, ale yeah, can I get an ale yeah? Head on to the description again, click on another link for Inspired Alike, and you can use the same code, NUTMEG10, NUTMEG10. One more time for everyone in the back, NUTMEG10, and that'll get you 10% off anything on Inspired Alike's collection, whether that be the overall global collection or beer related such as this. So, I tried to warm this up, and it was doing an okay job, and then I went outside, and it probably got cold again. So, it's probably a little bit too cold. I did notice on Untapped that they do this every year, so this is actually the 2023 version. They put vintage on the label. I don't know if they make a custom vintage label because this is from last year, or if vintage is just on this all the time. So if you know in the comments, please let me know. The ABV is confirmed at 13 on the nose. Imperial Stout aged in 20-year bourbon barrels. And there was something else I noticed on here that was like, oh yeah, there it is. Number 02. So this is the second bottle off the line of last year's Paraboloid Elite Barrel Series. Store at 45, serve at 55. Well, I think it's about the mid-50s outside, and this feels like what my body felt like. So maybe it's right about the right temperature anyway. Okay, sample size, not a ton. 1,800 total, 1,673 unique, and 1,553 ranked. But it comes out at a hearty and respectable 4.26. Our signature Parabola Imperial Stout achieves new heights after spending 18 months in a special selection of premium 20-year-old Elijah Craig bourbon barrels. These barrels complemented Parabola's classic dark chocolate, cherry, and vanilla flavors by imparting mellow hints of oak, fudge, and chocolate brownie. That does sound like a lot of very goodness. So Paraboloid, I can't click this as normal. I can't remember what one flight down calls the noise for the tap, so like chicken or something like that. Anyway, sorry, no shaking on that one. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna hard pour a stout, and no one will make fun of me for that because it's a stout. That is, oh boy. Wow, was that masterful or was that masterful? I thought I overdid it. I thought I overdid it that time. Oh, I like that. This will go right into my collection. Of course, you won't see the message on the bottom. But I mean, it'll go right in my collection that I'm planning on doing a little resin thing to put on the back wall here. Right under. For the Ginger Yeti Road Beers enjoyment at Tin Chapter. So we'll put that right there. So this will go right in that collection. And there's a message on the bottom. Beer before glory. Well, some people's glory may be the beer itself, the beer that they produce, but I guess for the rest of us, it'd be a little outside of ourselves and not think of our own glory and ego. So beer before glory. It does have the little woodchuck or whatever he may be on the top of the cap. What does Don's Beer Review say? The crown. I guess they call them crowns over across the pond. There's a little bit left. I want to get it in. So, anyway. Let's see what we can get off the aroma. I definitely get the dark chocolate. And I'm like looking for cherry and vanilla. I'm really looking for it. I do get something of a pithy, dark, decadent type of fruit, and I do get that a little bit. So it's funny how cherry can kind of get masked in different ways in a beer. But I think that is the cherry. It kind of smells like a cherry when it's baked into a treat of some kind, a baked good. Vanilla-wise, kind of. Doesn't smell like vanilla extract by any stretch of the imagination, but vanilla when it's infused in a beverage of some kind. That's kind of the aromatics I get from that. I think I can get that right in. Burp the baby. I'm going to do all the shout outs today. Everyone get a shout out in this video. Burp the baby, burp the baby. That's for a jobless. So, Paraboloid. You are fully in my glass. And, cheers, everyone. Oh, definitely not seeing me through that. One more shout out. Ooh. To Shane's Craft Beer Review because I can do this now. Got myself a nice little bar towel for the reviews. That does have, it hits the bitter notes of dark chocolate. The back end, I don't get any sweetness out of this. So they say chocolate brownie. To me, when I think of brownies, I want something sweet. I don't get any sweetness out of this. I just get a bitterness. So I don't know whether, I mean, it's a year old, and stouts are okay to age, so that's not that big a deal. But I don't know if maybe it was sweeter when it was fresh. Fudge, I don't really get fudge so much because fudge also something I think sweet. I expect sweet. It's a dark chocolate. I don't want to say coffee, but almost bordering on a little bit of cocoa bean. Something along those lines. So that's kind of what I get there. Though there is kind of a, I don't want to say resinous, but it is kind of a woody, maybe even oaky. They say hints of oak. That kind of mouthfeel finish, that sort of thing. So I'm almost kind of thinking that their mellow hints of oak is in that mouthfeel and finish, because that I'm kind of getting a woodsy, almost tree bark type of aftertaste, but finish on it. Very, very woodsy. But that's very, very solid. I can tell it's complex. We're gonna look forward to letting it warm up a little bit to see if the cherry and the vanilla come back, because it was very, very strong in the aromatics. So I think if it warms up, I think those will probably come through a bit more. Yeah, quite tasty. Thanks again for Tavour for yet another successful promotional crate. I hope I have done you fine folks justice with these videos. Cheers, friends. See you next time.